YouTube's top vlogger, Emma Chamberlain, quit YouTube. But it's actually not for the reason most people would expect. Emma has created one of the biggest brands on the internet and made millions of dollars while doing it. But now there's a chance she could be throwing her career down the drain and lose everything she's built. After days of researching, I discovered the 4 things that caused Emma to quit YouTube. And they each have the potential to ruin a career for a creator. Because what she's going through is something that every creator will eventually face. I'm going to show you what these 4 things are and how you can prevent them. But for you to really understand the story, I'm going to give you a quick recap on Emma and her rise to fame in 30 seconds or less. Okay, let's go. In the summer of 2017, Emma Chamberlain started posting vlogs to YouTube. Unlike most vloggers, Emma was incredibly raw and open. With her videos, you got an actual look into someone's life. Emma and her style of editing became a phenomenon on YouTube in 2017 and 2018. Because of this and her charismatic personality, her channel quickly blew up.
The winner is Emma Chamberlain!
Soon after, Emma began to transcend YouTube. She was on the cover of magazines with mainstream celebrities and was collaborating with major brands. But after years of making videos, Emma ran into a problem: burnout. No, not that kind of burnout. If you've never experienced burnout before, chances are you will someday, and it's not fun. It sucks. As a creator, the pressure to work and produce as much content as possible is at an all-time high. We are constantly on this hamster wheel. It's something that Tara McMullen calls content debt.
Content debt is a lot like financial debt in that it weighs on the decisions that we make and the strategies we choose. Imagine if your paycheck depended on what you posted to Instagram daily, the funny reels or TikToks that you make, the videos that you upload to YouTube, all to satisfy an algorithm.
For the past 4 years, not a week has gone by where I have not thought about YouTube. And when you think about something, from the time that you wake up to the time that you go to bed, every single day, it takes a toll on you. It takes a huge toll on you. When something is that all-consuming, burnout is completely inevitable.
The first pillar to Emma's burnout is this: the pressure to post content everywhere, all the time. But there's a solution. As creators, we often try to do everything ourselves: the scripting, the filming, the editing, all of this. But this just isn't sustainable. So the first thing you need to do is find the tasks that aren't in your zone of genius, you don't enjoy doing, take too much time. Once you discover what these are, then you need to delegate these tasks. Delegating tasks will remove a huge load from your plate, and it can be the cure to burnout. This is what Emma did a few years ago, and it helped her tremendously.
It got to a point where I couldn't do it anymore because I started to do other things as well. So I quit editing and I handed that off to a very talented editor. Creating YouTube videos became easier because it was easier for me to be consistent. I could film a video whenever I wanted and then just send it off to him, and the rest of the work was his, and I could move on to the next one.
This worked for a while, but eventually Emma ran into another problem. In the beginning, creating content is usually just started as a hobby. For me, I just used to make stupid pranks with my friends. But as more success comes, it usually turns into a business. And that business relies on the creator. Their name, face, and personality are what make up the business. And that's a lot of pressure. And this is especially true with Emma. She's literally the product and the business. If she's sad or going through something, it's gonna be difficult for her to make videos.
And at a certain point, I hit rock bottom. I was like, I can't film because every time I try to turn on the camera, I feel like everything I said was cringy. I feel like everything I said was embarrassing. I feel like everything that I'm doing is cringy and embarrassing. It was more common than it should be that I was forcing myself to be in a good mood and forcing myself to go out and do stuff for the sake of my video because I didn't want to bring negative energy onto the internet.
And this is the second pillar of creator burnout: your business equals you dilemma. While it's almost impossible to take this away, there is something that can help. Being a creator is an incredibly lonely job. Most of your time is spent alone, scripting, filming, editing, crying. But a way to combat this is to find a community of other creators. Simple, right? Sounds easy and obvious. Oh, what a dumb suggestion. But no, really, this is one of the best things that you can do as a creator. And it seems like this is something Emma has prioritized too. But burnout goes much, much deeper than this. These last 2 reasons can be detrimental to your career and could potentially lead to Emma losing everything. As a creator, there's this pressure to create content about what you're known for or is in your niche. You feel like you don't have the ability to experiment and create other types of content because your audience expects a certain type of video.
I felt frustrated with my content and not excited about it at many points throughout creating YouTube videos on a weekly basis because I felt like I didn't have room to experiment and evolve my content. And that made me feel bad about myself because I was like, I don't like what I'm making right now. Like, I don't feel like it's the peak of what I could be making.
Emma started to suffer from the third pillar of burnout, content fatigue. It's when you can't keep making the same type of content you've been doing in the past. But there's a fix for that.
I can fix that.
You have to reflect and prioritize projects you love. Take some time every month or 6 weeks just to look back on your recent projects and see how they made you feel. Are you proud of what you made? Did you enjoy the experience? And did you provide value? This way you can evolve what you're creating if you don't enjoy it and it's not helping your audience. And this might even mean letting some parts of your business go, even if it's an expensive decision. And this is what Emma decided to do.
Recording my podcast, for whatever reason, doesn't burn me out at all. And I love it. And I love doing it. And I love working on my coffee company because I'm passionate about it. And it's like my little baby child that I want to be perfect. And those are things that like light my soul on fire when it comes to my career. And so I've just been leaning into these things heavy and enjoying it.
But still, there's one more pillar of burnout. And this is something that everyone at some point will face. Algorithms wait for nobody. When creators take long breaks from uploading to platforms, they don't get recommended as much, and this leads to a loss in views. Which is crazy because Joe Exotic has literally taken the longest break of all time because he's in prison, and he still has more subscribers than me. My goal is to pass him in subscribers, so hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos on the creator economy. Taking breaks can have very costly effects, and this causes creators to work from a place of fear of losing everything they've worked to build.
I was friends with YouTubers and they would always say like, you can't take a week off. Like that is the worst thing you could possibly do for your channel and career. You have to be consistent or else you will fail. You'll fail and your career will be over. You have to upload every week.
And that's what the fourth pillar of burnout is. The fear of losing everything if you take a break. The solution to this is simple. This myth that you can't take breaks on YouTube isn't true. Studies show that we become more creative and productive when we make sure to pause regularly. Most TV shows take a break after each season, and I think that this is an approach that a lot of creators could benefit from. And that's what the solution is. Take breaks. And that's what Emma finally decided to do.
I need to step back and heal from the years and years of burnout and give myself weeks, months, years if I need to. It was really scary to stop uploading to YouTube because I thought that everything was going to go down the drain. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. I'm fine. Everything's fine. And it's okay to take a break. And I do deserve a break if I need one. And I do need to take time to heal the burnout.